Dinner on a budget. Welcome to my series. Today's episode, chicken pot pie on a budget. I don't know how much those pie crusts cost because they were in my freezer, but you can definitely use homemade pie crust if that's what you like to do. 2 cans of cream of soup. It doesn't matter what kind. If you don't have the cream of chicken and cream of broccoli and cheddar that I'm using, use whatever 2 cans you have or whatever cans you like. I filled each can halfway with water to ensure I clean everything out of those cans. Give it a little whisk to get it all thinned out a little and mixed. This can of chicken breast chunks was from Walmart. It was $1.97. I do have that drained. You could certainly use 2 cans of that here. You could also use any form of leftover rotisserie chicken or any form of leftover chicken at all. 1 can of mixed veg. These were from Walmart and it was $1.24 for this can. I gave them a little rinse just to remove some of the extra sodium. A little seasoning. This is going to be the start of the chicken pot pie. We'll see how far these quantities go. I'm going to bake this directly in the foil tray it comes in. First, we're going to poke some holes so that pie shell can breathe. I took those pie shells out of the freezer last night and they sat in my fridge overnight. I wasn't sure that was going to be enough and I thought we were going to have to add some extra vegetables to fill this pie up, but that is a perfect amount. And we're going to have to seal this pie up with a second pie crust. Of course, I made a little mess and we have a little spillage. I'm gonna go around with a fork and pinch the pie shells together to try and avoid any more mess. Poke some breathing holes in the top pie shell. This is going in the oven at 375 degrees. I'm guessing at least 30 minutes, maybe up to 45 minutes. I'll let you know. This was in for 45 minutes and I'm gonna let it sit here for 10 to 15 before I cut it. You could have used frozen vegetable here instead of canned vegetable. If I needed to add more vegetable, I was planning on adding frozen corn. I'm gonna use a bowl to serve this in because I feel like it's gonna be a little more soupy. Not much of a pie slice, it's a little bit soupy. Maybe 1 can of cream of soup would be enough, or just half a can of water with those 2 cans of cream soup. I just put all of the soupy contents kind of right over my pie crust. You could certainly use 2 cans of that chicken meat, but it's not necessary. I mean, chicken does go a long way, especially if there's a lot of vegetables involved. A little bit of the pie shell. That's delicious. Let me taste a little bit of the chicken. I've never had canned chicken before. Next time I would only use 1 can of cream of soup and maybe more vegetables. Maybe 2 cans of mixed vegetables and 1 can of the soup or frozen vegetables. You're definitely going to feed a lot of people on this pie. My bowl is full and this pie is still full. I'm thinking at least 6 big servings out of this chicken pot pie. I wouldn't add any salt to this recipe because the items I've used do contain quite a bit of sodium. But I gotta tell you, this one here is good and it's getting the shitballs seal of approval.